Welcome, everyone. This is Jonty Yamisha. We are in, I'm not going to say which class because I'm going to forget. I'm not even going to say which week. Welcome back to our January 10th class, Circassian class. This is A0, Introduction to Circassian. And let's see. Where did we end off last class? I remember where we ended off. Who remembers where we ended last class?
Well, we did a review of like content from last semester. Pretty much all of it was review, and I think the last thing we saw was like I think it was like the things like oh, how are you? Are you well? What things like that, like things like that.
And we did the breakout rooms and asked each other questions.
Yeah.
All righty. So I think we ended with this slide, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's where we'll start. Let me make sure I can see everybody. All right. Everyone can see my slide? Yeah. All right. Let's open up the mics. Let's come off mute. All right. Class.
Sit.
Alpha shit. Class.
Sit.
Jabs. Hamasas Ala.
وش أعلى
وش عالش
How?
Terminator.
How? In this semester, I'm Terminator. Okay.
Egypt too.
Class.
Sit.
Saurus.
How?
Sauruskum. Sasaharab.
Hawa.
Sasit Quadashap. Who knows what the word shep means?
nation
A human, a person, a man.
No.
People.
Nation.
No. Nation. Okay.
Nation. Shep. Okay.
Shep.
Shep.
Is there a P? Sorry. Shep.
Yeah, I'll spell it for you. Give me a second here.
Okay.
Patient.
Patient.
nation
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Shep. Okay. Shep.
Shep. Okay. Shep. So class.
Sit.
Sh'adam yitzar sit. Was manch. What's man khajabs?
Hawa wasman sh'alash.
Man sh'alash. Yichi sh'alar adigas. Oh. Sh'alar adigas. Sari sa'adigas. Sasa adigas. Sh'alar adigas. Sasa adigas. Sh'alar adigas.
Okay.
Inal.
سجنتي
Wawa adiga.
انت اساسيه دقش
Wawa adiga hama wawa namitsa.
اساسيه دقش سس نمتسنكم
Wawa namitsa kam wawa adigas. Pez. Haya. Hawa. Haya.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm always going to say your name wrong because I always get my grandmother.
No, it's Haya. You're right.
Haya. Wawa yinjiliz.
Hawa sasi adigash.
Pez. Wawa adigas. Wawa adigas. Sasa adigas. Shaler adigas. Shaler adigas. Ahmed. Ahmed Vroqwa. Zakas رقم. We'll come back to you. Albert.
Yo.
Haya Turk.
شو يقري؟
Haya Turk.
ها حياة Circa. Turn up my volume.
Sit Haya.
على دقش.
Ara digas.
Yeah.
Wari wa adiga.
أنت صادقش. صار دقش.
Wa adigas.
Yeah.
Sorry adigakum. Sorry adigakum noba.
No.
Nta?
شو صدق؟
They clinch. They clinch. Ahmed.
تعب كرجة
Anta. Zikador.
داس
Wa harab.
حواسس حرب
Wa sit.
سس الدقش
Wa adigas. Haya harab.
حوا حيا حرب
Inal namitza.
إنال نمتسقر
Sit inal.
إنالي الدقش
Yinal adigas. Wari wa adiga.
انت سريس الدقش
Wa khajabs.
حوا سس صالش
Sit kwa de shalawa.
سس صالة يج
Shalaz.
صالش
Ahmed, sigurat wa tchakwat.
هاري باش سس تراكوس
Sit tchakwal yesa.
تراكور ماترا
Tchakwar matcha. Pez. Pez. Haya.
Sit, Janti.
Wa shala.
Uh,
Wa shala. Hama khajabs.
Sasi hijabs.
Wa khajabs. Sit kwa de khajabs. What kind of girl? Sit kwa de persona. Sit kwa de persona.
Sasich ala.
Wa sit?
Sasich ala.
What are you trying to tell me?
Are you asking me which one of these I
Yes.
chose? Yeah, I
Yes.
chose the ch'ala. Aslan chose the hijabs and I chose
So you're that's right. That's right. Okay.
the ch'ala.
Okay. So that throws off my script a little bit. Okay. So what was Alice? And sit yesa. What does the boy do? You remember?
No, I don't, honestly.
Aler blanas.
Right. Ch'ala blan.
Blanas. Khajabzer mag. Khajabzer mag. Aler blanas.
Ch'ala
Brave,
blan.
tough, strong. Inal.
سجنتي
What's it kwa de shap?
سركتش
Raket.
Oh, wait. Say that again.
What's it kwa de shap?
Nation. سسي الدقش
Anta. Sit kwa da adiga.
س الدقة ركتش
Adiga raketa. Raketer sit yesa.
ركتر يغوى
Yagawa. Pez.
Yagawa.
Raketer yagawa. Raketer yagawa. Albert.
Yeah.
What's it with persona?
تشقى بسلنش.
Wawa kaplansh. Sit kaplaner yesa.
ودو مبانش.
Mabana. Wawa adiga kaplan. Adiga kaplaner mabana. Pez. Pez. George.
Janti.
Wawa khajabs.
حوا سس terminators.
Wawa terminators.
واشا
بس.
جانتي وو ست جانتي.
Sarisa terminators.
Oh, وو see brother. How do you say it?
Qosh.
Like the two words for brother? Sorry.
Wash.
قوش.
Wash. Nta.
قوش. Okay.
Qosh.
وو see قوش terminators. Right? You're my brother. Terminator.
Dizo qosh.
Dezo.
Dezo
Dezo
qosh.
قوش.
We
Dizo
are
qosh.
brothers. Dizo qosh. Nta.
Dezo قوش.
Nta. Dizo qosh. George.
جانتي.
Wawa namitza.
حوا سس كنديانش.
Wawa Canadians. Wawa Canadians. Wawa Canadian terminators. Sasa adiga terminators.
سس كنديان terminators. يتش Adiga terminators.
Adiga terminator. Khunsh. Qiblaga. What do you adigas? Terminator mashaqwa. Who remembers what's mashaqwa?
Hunter.
Hunter. Terminator mashaqwa, George. Terminator mashaqwa.
Hawa.
Hawa. Pez. Pez.
Terminator robot.
Terminator mashaqwa. Sit. Sit shaqwara. Sit shaqwara.
Ah,
Tara corner.
Sharkum.
Tara corner.
Tara Connor.
Tara corner.
I haven't seen the movies. I'm
You
sorry.
haven't seen the movies?
No, sorry.
So the Terminator hunts Sarah Connor.
Oh, it was a person's name. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When you said that, okay.
Oh, you Sarah
Okay.
Connor. Remember? Okay.
I haven't seen the movies. I'm sorry.
Take
I'm
my
not very
word for
cultured
it.
with that.
No worries. No worries. Farah.
Auntie.
That was it.
What does it?
سخر زنش. شعالم يتصر ست.
عالم يتصر ست. Sa adigash. Sasi adigash.
Pez. شعالم. شعالر أديغس. وري وأديغس. أو شعالم يتصر ست. يتصر جانتي. يتصر فارة.
Oh. عالم يتصر wasman.
هاج عالم يتصر وسمانش وسمان خجبز
Hawa. Wasman. Shalash.
آلش وري وش آلة
Hawa. Sa khjabs.
وهو خجبز ست كودا خجبز ست كودا بيرسونا
Sasi mishaqafaqwa.
وهو مش قفاقوش راسي مشر مجاثة مشر مجاثة قفاقور قوفة شجرة مشر مجاثة مجاثة تانا قفاقور قوفة.
Kofa.
So what does it mean مجاثة?
Does it mean hungry?
Yes, correct. Correct.
I just
what-
had dinner, so no. I'm not
Oh,
hungry,
okay.
so-
Okay. راسي
Hawa.
وهو مشش وهو مش قفاقوش وهو خجبز ومجاث رقم وقوفة. You dance.
Oui. I mean, yes.
خنش وهو الترك
Hawa. Sa adigash.
فاز وهو أديغش ساريسا أديغش نور
سجانتي.
فارة ورس
حوا فارا ورسكم.
ست فارة
فارا أديغاش.
وري وورس
حوا سرسكم.
وست كودا ثبت
سأديغاش.
وهو أديغش فاز سس الترك
حوا وري وأديغاش.
فاز سس أديغش شعالم يتسر ست
شعالم يتسر أسمانش.
عالم يتصير وسمان أمريكان
حوا أسمان أمريكانكم. أسمان أديغاش.
فاج وست كودا بيرسونا ويها
سكفاكوش.
ست قفاقر يسا
كفاكوا كوفا.
قفاقر قوفا فاج يمز
ست.
وهو ينجلز
حوا سس أديغاش.
وهو أديغش ست كودا بيرسونا
سس مشاش.
وهو مشر ست مجاثة مجاثة ما ستش أنخوير مجاثة ما ستش أنخوير. Do you know what I just said?
حوا.
Who knows what I just said?
If the bear is hungry, what are you gonna do?
If you are hungry, what do you want to do? ومجاثة ستش أنخوير.
What are you gonna do?
So يمز ومجاثة ستش أنخوير
eat.
سس شكنو سكويش.
إخويش.
سا شكنو سخويش.
سشخنو. I'm hung. I want to eat.
Yep. That's it. That's the full statement.
Oh.
Right? So sa shkinu sukwish. Sa shkinu.
Oh yes, my mom says washchinu.
Washkinu.
Right.
I see.
Washkinu.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I want to eat. Do you want to eat? Okay. Omar,
Sit.
what that was it?
تمام ودا وشت.
Sarisa tamamsh. What dana was it?
سشقة هوثورن.
Hawthorne was us. What were American?
حوا سسي أديغاش.
What were adigas? Sit with a persona we are.
سسيش أنا غش.
What was an agals? Sitch an agal rjea.
قزغوتاش.
Azwotash! Azwotash! Ana gathar sit wata.
vaccine كوفيد.
Vaccine watas. Insta Arashi, Zishumogupsa, don't forget. Zishumogupsa, Wawasalas, Wawa Adigas, Wa Horthona Mushas, Wawas Anagats, was the Gwar Kabwatas, Sit Kabwatar, Vaccine Kabwatas. Abgruura. Abgruura.
Did I understand right?
Yes. Okay. So if I ask you, do you understand? It's a little weird to say yes. We don't say yes. Yes is, it's more common to use the verb in response back. So you would say, "Qizgruwa." Qizgruwa. Raya,
Sit, Janti. Sorry.
thou was it.
تمام. what was it? I forget how to say it back. What was it? That was it?
Thou
Janti?
was it. Sarisa tamamsh. Sarisa tamamsh. Whopso. Whopso. Raya, Shalem yitzarsit.
Osman Shalom.
Osman Shalash Pej.
Oh, Shalish.
Yitzar sit, Abi Yitzar sit. Yitzar Janti, Yitzar Raya.
Oh, Osman Adigash?
Shalem Yitzar Wasman.
Oh, yeah, Shalom Yitzir Osman.
Shalem Yitzar Wasman. Wasman Yinij. Wasman Yinij.
Hawa Osman Shalom.
Wasman Shalash. Pej. Wasman Shalash. Wari was Shala.
Hawa say I forget the word for girl.
Miss.
Oh.
Khajabs.
Jebs.
Wawa Khajabs. Wawa Khajabs. Sa Khajabs.
Hawa Wawa Shalom.
Wawa Shalash. Terminator Shala.
Oh,
Is that the person? Is that the persona that you chose? Boy, girl, rather?
no, I was misunderstanding.
No. You answered correctly. You answered correctly, right? But what's it for the persona we are? What type of personality do you have? Persona do you have?
Misha.
Misha. Do you
So
remember?
simple.
Do you remember what we say about the Misha?
Misha Majatha.
Misher Majasha. Misher Majasha. What was Jurt?
Hawa say Adigash.
Sasa Adigas. Sarisa Adigas. Wawa Adigas. Sasa Adigas. Pez. Upsoraya.
So Janti.
Rakan.
ست جانتي
Raya harap.
حوا رايا أديجاش
Raya ye persona sitwada.
رايا
Mishash. Wari wa misha.
حوا سي ملأش
Wo mala'ach. Mala'achar sit yesha.
ملأتشر ورجاء
Mala'achar warad ja'a. Paj. Sari warad jisara.
can you repeat that
Sari warad jisara.
ووي ترميناتور
Sasa terminators, Pej. Terminator warad zri ja'arqam. Terminators don't sing, right? Terminator warad zri ja'arqam. Terminators don't sing. Terminator mashaqwa. Sa Sarah Connor soshaqwa. I'm hunting for Sarah Connor.
ترميناتور ورجاءكم
Pej. Wapsother kan.
It's hot.
They don't want to. They don't like to.
Oh.
Yeah, we're tough guys. Zanshawa,
ست جانتي
what thou was shit?
خارزنش وبسو وداوشت
Sarissa Kharzanos. Terminator sitimdeji tamams. Terminator sitimdeji tamams. What did I just say?
You said Terminators are always good.
Always good. Exactly. Zanshawa,
Sit.
Sasa Turk.
Hawa Sasa Turkum Sasa Digash.
Sarissa Adigas. Wawa Adigas. Sasa Adigas. Witzar sit.
Sasitzer Zanshawish.
Zanshawa. What's the persona we are?
Sasa Shomish Qualanch.
Wo shamish kwalench. Shomish kwalener sit yesha.
Shomish Qualaner Mishakwa.
Mashaqwa. Mashaqwa. Shomish kwalener sit shkinquir. What does the tiger want to eat?
Shirkum.
Let's say deer.
Fruit? I don't
Let's say deer.
Deer? Okay.
Okay.
I was sure. I was like, are you asking me right now or like a tiger?
So the deer, well, they eat African deer, right? And they call them antelope, but they're deer. So we would call them in Circassian, shih. Shih.
Sheh.
Shih. Shih.
Okay.
So that's now part of your character. Wawa adigas, wawa shamish kwalens, wo shaqwa, wa shih pshkin quiz.
Washeh. Say that again.
Shih. Shih.
Sheh.
If I say you eat pshkin quiz.
Shinhuish.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. Just remember the meaning. Eric.
Yeah.
انت داوشت.
Sakharzanas. What thou was it?
I'm good. I don't know how to respond, but I
Tamam.
remember how to say that. Halam?
Tamam. O tamams. Wits are sit.
Wheaters.
Wits are sit.
I don't understand. I'm sorry.
Sit wits are.
Sit Wheater. Sorse Raketa.
Wo raketas. Are we personas? Pez. Wo raketas.
Yes.
Our wits are Erics.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sits are Jantis. Wits are Erics. Eric. Wo adiga. Wo adiga.
Sorse American.
Wo Americans. Pez. Eric. Wo khajabs. Hamas ala.
Howard. Sorse Shalish.
ووصالس يتشي ركيتا. You're a boy rocket.
Enter.
انت خنش وبصا. سارة
جانتي
دوشت.
خرزنش دوشت.
ساريسا خرزنش. وركيتا.
حوا ساسا قفاقوة.
وقفاقوش. خت ركيتر.
إيريك راكيتر.
إيريك ركيتش. ست قفاقوة يسا.
قفاقوة قوفة.
قفاقر قوفة. قفاقر نمتسا.
حوا قفاقوة أديقاش.
خت قفاقر.
ساسا قفاقوة.
هاج وهو قفاقوش وبصو. برزج.
جانتي
وورس.
هو سس أديقاش
ست خدمي. ست خد الشب.
ست ولا شاب
أبزاك.
ده
وهو أبزاكش. أبخديزو نسب ويأش وهو أبزاكش.
سو
سري أبخديزو نسب سي أش سقبرديش.
ده دقوش دزرقوش
طاقش تزقش. ختمي أديغش. بشقة.
الشاب انت بجبا
وست خد الشب ويأ. ست خد البرسونا ويأ.
سس تخاكوا
تخاكور ست يشقى.
تخاكور ماتخا
تخاكور ماتخا بج.
ده
واسمان ري تخاكوا.
شارقم أوا سقوقم شا ماتخا
ماتخا. وست خد تخاكوا وبشجرة.
انت سس تخاكوا قولي
وهو تخاكوا وليش. أحمد ست خد تخاكوا مي.
أحمد شارقم
زا. أبي وبس وخويمة.
أحمد وست خد تخاكوا
ساس رؤوس.
Tsarukwas. Pej. Who remembers what it means? Tsarukwa.
famous
Famous. That's right. Too much name. Too much name. Tsarukwa. Pej. Whoopso. Sometimes the video boxes bounce around and I don't know who I. Okay. Satanai Ishaq.
Sedekhoda Janti.
Sakharzinas whoopso. What's the tukwada?
Dawash.
What? What's
Sa Jacksonville Sash.
Wow, Jacksonville Sash. Abdejum Sha'a. Hamakwab.
Khwabad Datkum or Babad Datkum. It's good.
Khunush. You can say khunush. It's okay. Yeah, it's not too hot, not too cold. It's okay. Mr. Wawa Adiga.
Anta sa Adigash.
Sasa Jurt. Sasa Jurt.
Jord. Hawa wa Adigash.
Sasa Adigash. Sasa Khajabs.
Hawa wa Widowbatch.
Sasa Terminators.
Oh, the Terminator.
I'm upgraded. Sasa
okay.
Terminators. Wari with Terminator. Wari with Terminator.
Hawa.
C'est quoi de persona we are?
I missed the first few classes, so I don't even know how to pronounce those. I don't know.
Who do you want to be?
I'll be the angel, but I have no clue how to say that.
Mele'ich.
What?
Mele'ich.
Mele'ich.
Mele'ich. Mele'ich. Some people also say Melekai. Mele'ich, Melekai, both are acceptable. Mele'ich.
Mele'ich.
Mele'itcher w'rejye'a. Mele'itcher w'rejye'a. The angel sings. So now your persona, right? You're a girl, you're Adiga, you're an angel, and the angel sings. So you have to always remember those things about your character, your persona. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Aslan.
ست جانتي
وداو شت.
تمام وداو شت جانتي
سريسة خرزنا شو بسو. وهو أمريكان.
انت ساسي امريكان ساسي اديغش
هاج وهو أمريكانش يتشي وهو أديغش. وهو أديغش. وهو بلانا.
هوا
ساسي
ما
انت سسوغ
ساسوغ
انت سسوغ سچ حاجة why do you cry سچ حاجة
ساسي خجابز
وهو خجابز باج وهو خجابز تقش you're a little girl
انت
خجابز تقر ماغ
انت
خنش مارغريتا
I chose mine.
سجنتي
وداو الشت
تمام مبسوط
سويش
وداش
سخنش شعالم يتسر ست
شالم يتسر عثمانش
شعالم يتسر وسمان أمريكان
هوا وسمان أديغة
وسمان أديغش سسورس
هوا وهو أديغش
سسا أديغش واري وأديغة
a little bit.
زنقوة
Say that again, please.
زنقوة half yeah ويانا أديغش هو أديغش
انت سيانا اوكي سيانا رادغش سسة أديغش
هج قبلاغة مارغريتا قبلاغة be part of us welcome okay everybody clear on nationalities right it's just like سسشالش سسا terminators سسا أديغش I am وحربش وخجبش right you are same concept but the reason we're going through the nationalities is because the nationalities are the roots of how we say languages and we'll get into so when we get into it well how do we say Circassian language who knows Adigabza. So you know, based on that logic, how do you think we say Russian language? Urasibza. So then, Ahmed Varokwa, how would we say the English language?
Yinjilizibza.
Yinjilizibza. Correct. And Yamiz, how would we say Arabic language? Harpibza. Right? So the part of the reason we're covering the nationalities is so that if you then want to ask somebody what languages they are able to speak or what languages you are able to speak, we just add bza to the end of each of these nationalities. Okay. So what does bza all by itself mean?
Language.
And how do we say tongue? How do we say tongue in Circassian?
Bzog.
Zaug. How do we say heart in Circassian?
Gu.
So bzaug is the heart of a language, right? Bzaug. Yes, George.
So you said that you told us once that Wigurihra meant do you like it, and you said it meant like does it come to your heart or something like that?
Does it
carry
carry
your heart? Yeah. Yes, carry your heart. But you said we guri hara. So is this ri like in also like sari wari? No? Okay, what is it then?
So sa siguruh. I like it. Sa siguruh. It carries my heart. I like it. Wa wiguruh. You like it. Wa wiguruh. But if I ask you as a question, I say wigurihara. Wigurihara.
Okay.
So for some question, for some forms of some verbs, when we ask them in the question, we put ra at the end of the verb.
Oh yeah, like others we've seen, like psashara, everything. Yeah. Okay.
So it's but it doesn't mean, it does not mean also.
Oh, okay. It's just the the question R kind of.
Correct. Now, if I want to say I also like, I can say sari siguro.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right. So was achadokwa. Class.
Sit.
I have 2 students today. Thank you. Arguarro. Once again, class.
Sit.
Shaler mapsasha. Shaler mapsasha. The boy is speaking. The boy speaks. Both mean the same thing. The boy speaks, the boy is speaking. Class.
Sit.
Shaler psashara.
شالر مبساط.
Yeah, shaler mapsasha.
Excuse me, Jonty. Yeah, question. So you said that the most common way to say yes was to repeat the verb. So if I want to say yes in that way, can I say armapsasha? Like, does that work? Or
Armapsasha.
Armapsasha. Okay.
Armapsasha. Class.
Sit.
Armapsasha. Hamra ghra.
Shaler mapsasha.
Shaler mapsasha.
Armapsasha.
Shaler mapsasha. Khat ghra.
Jabs.
Khajabzar mag. Khat khajabzar.
Lunch.
Aslanch. Aslan khajabzarash. Remember, this is a story, guys. This is a story. We got to keep track of all the characters, right? Wasman mag. Wasman Aslan rash mag. Shaler. Yes, George.
I'm sorry. Maybe, I'm not know if I'm asking too many questions. I'm sorry, but it's because I want to understand. So, like, if you have someone's name, do you also put the r for you know what I'm talking about? But like, do you put this like in shaler? No.
So I would never say wasmaner. I would say shaler because shaler means the boy. The means
right. Okay.
So I mean, if you're like Jaunty, you might say the Jaunty, right? Possibly, right?
Okay, so you would only say like wasman mag for cries. Wasman mag. Wasman mag. Okay, not wasmaner mag.
No.
Okay.
No, he might because he's got a very very high level of self-confidence. I'll just say it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my son. I'm talking about my son now, whose name is also Isman. He also, my son, he speaks about himself in the third person. So he'll wake up, Baba, Wasman mamajasha. Wasman is hungry. That's just how he is. He's cool like that. All right, class.
Sit.
Khat psashara. Shaler mapsasha. Sasapsashara. Sopsasha. Berzej. Egypt's tu khat psashara.
Wara Sara Usman deserve Sasha.
ورا سارة دزو بساحة واسمان بساحة واسمان ريبت ما بساحة بج
بساحة انت.
بج يجبتو سارة بساحة
او بساحتكم.
انت بج سارة بساحة رقم سارة
جانتي
خت يجبتو بساحة
يجب ستو شالر بساتلرة
يجبتو شالر ما بساحة شالر ما بساحة
ما
بج
بساتلرة
شالر ما بساحة يجبتو جورج بساحة
حوا يجب ستو جورج بساتلر قم
بج أسلان
ست جانتي.
خت يجبتو بساحة خت يجبتو بساحة
شالر بسالخرة.
شالر ما بساحة
بسالخرة.
متى شالر ما بساحة سري سبساحة سبساحة
انت واو بسالخة.
بج سسو بساحة يجبتو ألبرت بساحة
حوا يوتيوب ستو ار بسالخرم.
بج يجبتو أرب ساحة أرب ساحة
بسالخر كم.
مارغريتا
انت
وو بساحة
انت سسة
بج وو بساحة سري سبساحة
انت وري وبساحة
بج سري سبساحة وو بساحة سسبساحة بج إريك
انت جانتي
شالر بساحة
شالو وسابس
شالر بساحة
شالو وسابس شالو Pasha, I can't pronounce it. Pashalo. Musha.
Okay, so first, what did I ask you?
Is the boy speaking?
Correct. I just want to make sure you're processing it.
Yep.
And what did I say earlier in the story?
The boy is speaking.
The boy is speaking. So if you want to tell me that he is speaking, right? You would say ar mapsasha.
Mopshasha.
Yep, mapsasha. Ar mapsasha. Shaler mapsasha.
Ar mopshasha.
Okay. When we say ar mapsasha, it means he, she, or it speaks, is speaking. If I say shaler mapsasha, I say the boy is speaking. Just like in English. He is speaking, the boy is speaking. Okay. Haya. Egyptsto Eric psallara.
انت إريك ما بسالر.
Hawa.
حوا
Egyptsto Eric psallara كم.
أربج سب سالر.
Pej وو psallara. Shaler psallara.
انت أرر بسالر.
Shaler ما psallara.
ما بسالر.
Shaler ما psallara. Pej وبصو. Raya.
Sid Janti?
خت Egyptsto psallara. خت psallara. خت psallara.
Shalom Mupsatra?
Shaler ما psallara. Shaler ما psallara.
Shalom Mupsatra.
وبساحرة.
أنت سبب مبساطرة.
أنت بج wa wopsatha, wa wopsatha, sa sopsatha, shaler mapsatha, shaler mapsatha. Raya,
انت
shaler, shaler psathara.
انت أربس مبساطرة.
Haj, arma psatha, arma psatha. Okay. We covered this many classes ago, so I just want to make sure that I hit on this here. It's a little tricky, right? It's a little tricky. When I make a statement, we have a root verb. This is, you'll see, this is the same structure for all Circassian verbs, okay? There's a root verb that does not change. The root verb does not change, and here it's in blue, okay? Then there is a prefix that is connected to the pronoun that says that prefix, right? So I speak sa sopsatha. You speak wa wopsatha. He speaks ar mapsatha, right? And this is for everyone. This is for everyone. I'm not singling anyone out here. When we ask the question, two things are happening in this verb. The verb root stays the same. The pronoun stays the same. Those never change. Sometimes the verb root gets small, but the verb root will not change. However, the prefix that I use changes. And I add, for this verb, I add ra to the end of the verb because I'm asking, are you doing it? Right? Because speaking is something you do. It's a transitive verb, right? So, sa sipsathara, am I speaking? So it goes from sopsatha to sipsathara. Wa wopsatha, statement. Wa wopsathara, question. And then here's the tricky one for some of you. Ar mapsatha, he, she, or it speaks. Ar psathara, we drop the m. There's no m. Okay? There's no m. Okay? So, Raya.
انت
Sa sapsathara.
انت وبساطرة.
Sa sopsatha. Pej. Sa sopsatha. Now you have a question.
Yeah, I just wanted to stress it, but also confirm it for myself. What you just said about the verbs with the prefixes and the suffixes, this only applies to this specific form of the question. For example, it wouldn't work if I wanted to ask it in the future, will you be speaking? It would be a different set of prefixes and suffixes.
The prefixes will not change. Well, generally speaking,
I mean, like just for in general, for different forms of the questions.
Generally speaking, I know where you're going with this. Generally speaking, when I'm speaking in the present tense and I'm making a statement, these are the prefixes that we use. Future tense, past tense, all other tenses. So for sa sopsatha, I speak. I'm going to speak. Sa sipsathanos. Wa wupsathanos. Ar psathanos. He will speak. I spoke. Sa sipsathash. Wa wupsathash. Ar psathash. Okay.
Yeah, because for me, I remember in the beginning, I got confused because I thought, okay, subsathara, that's like the definite question form. And then when we got to the other ones, I started to get confused. So that's why I just wanted to.
Yeah. And then we'll get into it at some point, maybe not in this class, but it changes again based on if you're doing it to someone. So if I say, I'm speaking, sa sopsatha, I'm going to speak. Sa sipsathanos, I'm going to speak to you. Or to him, sa'abe sepsathinos. Sipsiphinos. So I know why you're asking the question because I've seen you look at the verb tables that I wrote, but I'm just trying to anticipate. That's probably where you're going with this because I know that you grew up around native speakers. Okay.
Thanks.
Albert,
So, Janti,
ask Satanai who is speaking right now.
Satanai, Khatna Psatha,
واو بساثة.
Chat psathara. Albert, chat psathara.
Tibstu Wo Bapsatha, Wo Psatha.
Sasopsatha. Satanai, ask Zanshawa if the boy speaks.
زنشاوا شالر ساثرة.
Da, shalar mapsacha.
Zanshawa, ask Yamiz if Janti is speaking right now.
Okay. Yamiz. Okay. Egypt's to Janti Wupsachlara.
Try again.
Did I say that right?
Try again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. So Egypt's to Janti Sachlara. My bad.
Yeah. Now say it as a question.
Yamiz, Egypt's to Janti Sachlara. Yeah.
How Janti Mapsashakam.
Janti psatharkam.
Psashakam.
Janti psatharkam. Yamiz, ask Noor if he is speaking.
Nuri. Question.
Yamiz.
What Egypt stew Psashara.
Egypt stew Sasopsasha. Egypt stew.
Chat yijiri Egypt stu psathara.
Yamiz yijiri Egypt stew Mapsasha. Osman Mapsasha. Janti Mapsasha.
Janti.
Dari Dizopsasha.
Dari dizopsasha. Dari dizopsasha. Pez. Farah. Ask Ahmed if George is speaking.
Ahmed, George Sahra.
How Egypt stew George Psatharkam.
Ahmed, Egypt stu khat psathara.
Egypt stew Sasopsatha.
Wawizakwa.
How Wari Wopsatha.
Sari sopsasha. Pez. Farah.
Fari Mapsa. Okay. Sorry.
تصوغ أحمد. Farah. Wawopsathara.
Egypt stew Sasapla.
Pez. Egypt stu wawopsasha. George.
Sir Janti.
Egypt stu Farah psathara.
Hawa Egypt stu Farah psathirqam.
Egypt stu khat psathara.
Egypt stu warash wopsathir.
Pez. Sasi zakwa. Am I alone?
What was Zakwa? Zakwa, sorry?
Yes, I'm asking, am I
Zakwa
alone?
or Zakwa?
Zakwa.
Zakwa, okay. What was Zakwa?
How
What was Zakwa?
How Sasa zakwa. Wari wopsasha. Sasopsasha. Wari wopsasha.
Okay. What was Zakwa? Zakwakam. Sari Sopsasha.
Wari wopsasha. Pez. We covered this negative part, right? We all understand this concept. We covered this in the last class. Is there anybody for whom we did it in this little exercise? Is there anybody for whom negation is not they're not comfortable with it, or this is a new concept.
I'm not that comfortable with it. Can you just explain it a little bit?
Sure. So we said before, when we make a statement, we have a certain structure to the verb. And when we ask a question, we have a different structure. Same verb root, but different structure. Right? So when we negate a verb, we take that question structure, the question prefixes, and we use them and we add qum to the end of the verb. So instead of saying sipsashara, am I speaking? I say sasipsasharqum. Sasipsasharqum. Wawupsasharqum. Arbsasharqum. Arbsasharqum. Okay? That's how the structure works. And that's fairly universal, right? You can add that to, sometimes there's an sometimes there's no don't worry about it so much, but to negate, we say qum. Now, your mom is my first cousin, right? So I know your family, you're my family. What you probably heard a lot growing up, and what many of us heard a lot growing up is subsata'um. They say instead of qum, right? That is correct. It's not wrong. But no matter how you spell it, no matter how you say it, you're always going to spell it like this.
Okay.
So you could say you could say that. It's not wrong, but it's not the way I teach. It's not the way I speak. It's the way my wife speaks. It's the way my children speak. It's not wrong, but it's not how we speak in this class. Okay. All right. So probably too much review here because I think we've covered this all off. So class. Arguero class. What did I just ask?
Why is
the boy speaking?
Why is the boy speaking? Why is the boy speaking? So this is a very simple verb, right? How do I say the boy wants to speak? So we take the verb, we make it infinitive. It's exactly like English. He wants, the verb wants is conjugated. He wants, what does he want? Infinitive form of the verb, to speak. He wants to speak. Okay. And then how would we say he doesn't want to speak? Ahmed. You're on mute.
Sorry.
George.
Sajanti.
Ahmed Psatlanukhwe.
Ahmed, did you say no, Psakhan? Okay. Ahmed Psakhan. Ahmed Psakhan Khwesh.
Ahmed Psatlan Khwesh. Ahmed Psatlan Khwesh. Farah. Yijibstu Ahmed Psashara.
How Yijibstu Ahmed Psasharakum.
Paj Yijibstu Ahmed Psasharakum. Awa Yijibstu Ahmed Psatlan Khwesh.
And dog Yijibstu Ahmed Sahura.
يجبستو سج حاجة أحمد بساثرة. أحمد يجبستو سج حاجة وبساثرة.
يجبستو سوبساسا ورد قد جاءنا سويس.
He wants to speak so he can sing a song.
Dakidida.
نور
ست جانتي.
شعالر سج حاجة بساثرة.
شعالر شعركم.
شعركم خويش. شعالر بساثرة خويش.
شعالر بسشن خويش.
يمز.
ست.
و أدي جابزتشا وبسثنو وخوي.
انت ادي غابزتش سخويش.
أدي جابزتشا وبسثنو وخويش. بج. ركان. خد يجبستو بساثرة.
Again?
خد يجبستو بساثرة. شعالر ما بساثة. ساريسو بساثة. ساريسو بساثة. ركان وبساثرة. انت وو بساثة. What does it mean when I say يجبستو, Rakan?
I wanted to ask that.
You should always ask.
Yeah.
يجبستو, who knows? Not Ahmed. Who knows what means يجبستو?
No.
Right now.
Right now. Right now. So, Rakan, يجبستو خط بساثرة. خط بساثرة.
يجبستو واو بساثرة.
بج يجبستو سسو بساثرة. سج حاجة. سج حاجة.
ساشا سي ساسي حاجة.
What did I ask you?
Do you want to speak?
No.
Oh?
I asked you سج حاجة. سج حاجة. سبساثرة. Why am I speaking?
You are teaching.
Well, that's correct, but here you can just say, well, wish you want to speak.
Oh, you want to.
Okay.
Okay.
Rakan. Wohwe psahlano.
انت ساسي خويش.
سسخويش.
سسخويش.
Psahlano.
Psahlano.
Zanshawa.
Sit Janti.
Yinal Yijipstu Psahra.
Hawa Yijipstu Wopsahra.
Thus Yijipstu Sopsahra. Such haj. Well, all right, I'm going to introduce new grammatical forms to you guys. Such hajra Yijipstu Inal Mamapsahra. Why is Yinal not speaking right now? Tell me he doesn't want to.
Okay. So Yinal Huekam.
Huekam. Yinal Huekam. Wowo Huep Sahlano Zanshawa.
Say that again.
Wowo Hue Wopsahlano.
You asked me, do you want to speak?
Correct.
Okay. I don't know how I just say I want. Okay. So Kwesh.
Sakwish. Satanai.
Da.
Wa Pepsi Cola Wokwe.
Enta Pepsi Cola Sahwesh.
و وبسلانو وخوي.
انت سا اديابزتش سبستلنو سخوش.
Wow, فددش. Great job. Great job. Albert.
Sid Janti.
وكوفيد وخوي.
How is COVID سخوين?
ساري كوفيد سخويكم. ساري كوفيد سخوي. سيات كوفيد.
Sorry, Siach. Yeah.
مستا وخوي اديابزتش وبسلانو.
انت صار كل سخوش.
ساري سخويش. إيريك.
أنت
و كوكاكولا وخوي.
سيكونش سيكونش
وخويش وبساثرة.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
وبساثرة.
So سابسرة.
وبساثرة بج وبساثرة. سج حاجة وبساثرة.
Sensor. I can't pronounce it. Sequence.
وبسو. هيا.
جانتي.
شعالر بساثرة.
انت شعالر بساثرة.
شعالر ما بساثرة.
بساثرة.
انت شعالر ما بساثرة. شعالر سج حاجة بساثرة.
أرخويش.
عرخويش.
أرخويش.
و بسلانو وخوي.
انت بسلان خويش.
سبسلانو سخويش.
سبسلانو خويش.
Correct. It's a little, I'm pushing you guys a little bit to the edge because there's some verb forms here that are not fully documented, right? Because you say, I want to speak. You can put it into the future tense. I'm playing around with a little bit, but you guys are doing a great job. You guys are doing a really good job. Berzej.
Janti.
Aslan يجبستو بساثرة.
هو يجبستو أصلا بساثركم.
سج حاجة.
عوقوا.
شحنة. He called you lazy, bro. So you can just say أرخوكم. Aslan.
Sid Janti.
وبساثرة حمرة وغرة.
Can you say one more time, please?
وبساثرة حمى وغرة.
بغرة.
سسوغ.
سسوغ.
خد يجبستو بساثرة.
وبساخة.
بج سسو بساثرة. شعالر بساثرة.
أرم بسالخة.
بج أرم بساثرة. سج حاجة بساثرة.
أرخويش.
أربسلن خويش. أمانة.
ست.
تاوشت. تمام. وتمام. أمانة وشعالة حما خجبز. Do you remember your character?
Yeah, I was a Yanij.
Whoa, Yanij. Sit Yanij Riesa. What does the monster do?
I can't remember my.
Yanij Rqoqa.
Yeah.
Yanij Rqoqa. يجبستو right now يجبستو شعالر بسالرة.
انت
انت
ار مش Sprache
مبسالة
مش مبساشة
مبسالة مبسالة وبسالرة.
انت سبشاشة
اها وبسالة. سج حتشا
سخوش
خويش وبسو. عمر
ست
أمانة يجبستو بسالرة.
حوا يجبستو ساسو بساخ
يجبستو بسالة. ساريس بسالرة.
طه وو بساخرة وو بساخة
سج حتشا
وخويش
سسخويش وبسو. سارة
تجانتي
عمر يجبستو بسالرة.
حواء يجبستو عمر بسات الرقم
سج حتشا
أرخويش
أرخويقم
خويقم
أرخويقم يجبستو وبسلنو وخوي.
تا يجبستو سبساتلا
يجبستو
سخويش.
وبسالرة وخويش. اوكي خونشتا. مارغريتا
تجانتي
شعالر بسالرة.
انت شالر مبساطة
سج حتشا
أرخويش
أرخويش وبسلنو وخوي.
انت سبسلانو سخويش.
فددش. All right, everyone, we're doing a great job here. We're going to do breakout rooms. Let me share these slides. Here they are. And let me stop the recording. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. How was people's feeling about this class? We covered some new material. We're going deeper into this psachen verb. What we're going to do over the next couple of classes, we're going to go into how this verb is structured and how we say different things in different ways. And the reason is it's a very common verb. Once you understand the patterns of this verb, a lot of other verbs will become very easy, right? I want to speak. I want to eat. I want to fly, right? Same, very, very similar structures. So we're going to go a little bit more into it. I'm going to try to just keep it to one verb per class. But in this class, I gave you a second verb, sehuish. It's a very simple verb. And obviously, because we know how to negate a verb, Raya, how do I say I don't want to do something? Sehuitum. Correct. So already that pattern has become easier, right? So we covered some new material. Anytime you cover new material, you're always going to feel a little bit uncomfortable. But how did people think about this class? Anything that we could do better? Anything that would have made it a little bit easier? Like I said, some of this is just going to be a little bit of a struggle as you get new exposure to new structures and new vocabulary. But yes, George.
When you said we covered new material today, did you mean for the new students?
Yes, for the new students.
Oh, right. Okay, because I didn't feel like anything was new today. So okay. Sorry, maybe that was a bit too blunt. I'm sorry, but I was just saying, yeah, no, I didn't feel like anything was new today. I found it a bit like repetitive, but it's otherwise. But it was nice to go to the breakout rooms and practice with people. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking the newer students now. So for Amana and Eric, Rakan, and Raya. Okay, so Amana, Eric, Rakan, and Raya. All right. On a scale of 1 to 5, show me with your hands how comfortable or lost you felt, where 5 is like what George just said. I got this, bro. Don't even need the slides. I don't even know what I'm doing here, right? I'm just kidding with you, George. So 5 is, I totally get it. 4 is, I get it. I feel comfortable. I need the slides a little bit, but I can speak. 3 is, I'm working hard. I'm sweating a little, but it's all making sense. I just need a little bit more practice. 2 is, I'm barely keeping my head above water. Maybe I understand 20 to 30%. And then 1 is, I'm completely lost. Yes, Raya.
Oh, I'd say like 3.5. It makes sense in my head and everything. It's just when I try to speak, it comes out a little slow and weird.
Okay. Okay. And
would
Aman, I saw you throw up a 2. Okay. Well, that makes sense. You're new and you joined late to this particular class. So I'll come back to that. Some suggestions. Rakan, I think you were going to say something.
Yeah, I would say around 3, but I'll just watch the video again and I'll jump to the 5.
Inshallah. Eric, how about you?
Like a 2.5, almost a 3.
Okay. That's not bad considering that you know, everyone else here, they went through a good 20 or 30 hours with me in the last semester. So that's good. For you guys, I would really suggest go to our YouTube channel. All of the email. Did everybody get the email reminder now before this class?
Yeah,
Okay.
it works now.
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks. So all of our emails that go out have a link to our YouTube channel, and all of our YouTube chat, all of these videos are recorded and put on YouTube. We have, I'm keeping the North American class and the Eurasian class even, right? So I'm kind of holding you guys at the same pace. I'm not letting you guys get too much out of sync with each other. But these classes are recorded, so you can go back and you can watch, you can listen, you can do whatever you want to do. What would be equally interesting might be for you guys to watch the other section of the class, because it's the same material at the same speed with different students. So sometimes the way to absorb knowledge is when you hear it or see it in different ways. So, but either way, you have the opportunity to listen to this or watch this video, and you can watch the other one, right? They're both moving at roughly the same speed. For those who were with me last semester, are you guys feeling like we're going too fast, too slow? Is this boring and repetitive, or is it a good pace for you guys? Good pace? Good pace?
Good pace.
Okay. Okay. Well, that wraps up the class, guys. I always stick around for a couple of minutes if anybody has questions or, you know, vocabulary, pronunciation, anything along those lines. Today in the Discord channel, somebody mentioned a word that sometimes people have said, and the word is what did I say? Shkurtum. Somebody asked, like, I'm looking for a name, like a nice girl's name. And somebody said, shkurtum. Shkurtum means pine cone. Pine cone. And so, I don't know if you guys know this, humans for thousands of years have tried to domesticate pine cones and make them edible. Human beings cannot eat pine cones. You can't do anything with them. So it's just kind of a Circassian joke when somebody needs something and you don't want to help them. Shkurtum. Shkurtum means pine cone.
I always thought that was just a nonsense word that my family used. It's just because I heard my mom and my dad always say
Shkurtum actually means pine cone. What you might be thinking of, I have not found this in any dictionary, and I think it means diddly do. And the word is quzl-qurt.
That one too.
Yes.
That one too.
Anybody from
Popular in my
Syria,
house.
I don't know about other diaspora. Anybody from Syria, we all know this word. All of our dads used to say this word. Quzl-qurt.
Okay.
Quzl-qurt. That I think quzl-qurt means like diddly bub.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, no.
Baba quzl-qurt was tenos.
Shkortem, okay. Yeah, that's my kid loves that word. So,
Who knows the word ashtim? Amana knows ashtim. Amana, tell everybody what ashtim means.
I don't know the exact translation, but it means every time it's been told to me, they always put a fist up and try and punch me.
No domestic violence here, no child abuse here. Thank you, daughter of mine. Who says these words to you?
Well, you do, but you never put a fist up towards me. I've heard it from Mama. I've heard it from Maydeen. It's an ongoing joke.
It means ashtim means fist.
Yeah.
Ashtim, it just means fist. So sometimes my son, he's asked me for a Nintendo Wii. It's like a $400 toy. He's 7. So I'm like, Nintendo Wii sa ashtim was tinch. Ashtim was tinch. I'll give you the fist instead of the Nintendo Wii. So, all right. Any questions before we wrap up, guys?
I have one.
Go ahead, Margot.
I
Oh, I'm
was
sorry,
wondering.
Margarita. My wife's name is Margarita. I call her Margot. I apologize.
That works. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So the words that indicate ethnicities, are they nouns or adjectives?
They're nouns.
Okay. So I cannot say, for example, his name is Arabic and use harab.
Actually, they can. They're now the adjectival form is the same as the noun form. We use them today as nouns.
Okay. I
Like
see.
in Russian, you add endings to declench the noun into an adjective.
Right.
In Circassian, the adjectival form is identical to the noun form.
Huh. Okay. I see. So I can
The
just.
same way in English.
It's the
So
same
you could
word,
say,
right,
yeah,
for both.
Abi Yitzhar Harapsh. His name is Arabic. So that's an adjective form. Ar Harapsh, he is an Arab. That is the noun form. But the structure of the word is identical in both cases.
That helps. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Janti, what's the conjunction for but? Like, I am this, but not that.
Awa.
Awa, that's, thank you.
Awa.
I know it's easy.
Awa.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Going once? Yes, Raya.
When you're asking someone, how are you? What I usually heard was Siswada instead of Dawashik. Could you respond with Dagwa Sitwadawa and when someone asks you Dawashik, or is that kind of awkward to say?
No, it's not awkward. So if somebody in mostly, who's here from Turkey? No one here is from Turkey. I'm not sure if they do this in Turkey. I know that they do it in the diaspora. What's situhada? What's situhada? Situhada. We don't really do this in homeland so much because what we're saying is what's situhada? What type are you? If we were to say this in Nalchik, it would be like exactly, people would look at you a little strange, but it would be the strangest in the way like in, I'm trying to think of let me think of something. In the United States, we will call potato chips, chips, right? But in England, chips are French fries.
Crisps.
Crisps, or well, crisps are potato chips.
Yeah.
Right. So we would know the word, right? But we wouldn't know the context. So if you're speaking to anybody in New Jersey, Raya, Situhwada is fine. Situhwada is fine. But if you go to Nalchik or you go to anywhere in homeland, it would be a little odd in the same way crisps versus chips, that thing would be a little bit odd.
Okay, thank you.
And then you can say Sadagwash, Satamamsh. Kharzina is, it's a real traditional Circassian word, but it's used more in homeland than it is used in diaspora. And diaspora, let's say Dawwa, Tamam. And Tamam is actually a loan word from Turkish. So some people are like, oh, that's a loan word. We don't use that word. Well, you go back long enough, every word's a loan word. So.
Okay.
What is the word for boyfriend or girlfriend in the American sense?
you would just say boy or girl. So if you say that's my boyfriend, arsi shalos. If you say that's my girlfriend, arsi khajabs.
Huh, all right.
But if you were to say,
I don't have a boyfriend, by the way.
yeah, mine broke up with me. So, but if you were to say, if you were to say that's my husband or that's my wife, right? The way you say it on paper is arsif, that's my man. Arsifiz, that's my woman, right? It's okay for the woman to say arsif, that's my man. But if you say arsifiz, there's a connotation that the woman is old, right? So as a result of that, it's much more proper. It's much nicer to say, that's my spouse, regardless of whether the spouse is male or female. And the word for spouse, shawasa, is shha is head, wasa is with. So that's the person who my head is with.
We use the word qashan.
Yeah, it always angers me when I hear this word used, because it's used in so much of the wrong way. Qashan is only supposed to be used for a girl. Qashan is only used for a girl. It's the one that you're going to bring to the wedding, right? Qashan is going to be your fiance, but it's not, because qashan means you're going to get married. Okay. So if you say qashan, arsi qashansh, if you were to say that in homeland, it would be an understanding that, and in traditional Circassian culture, we don't have very long engagements. So it's like, arsi qashansh, it's like, I'm going to go kidnap her in 2 weeks for the wedding, or I got her father's permission and we're going to be married in a few days. So qashan is going to be for a girl, only for a girl. You would never use it for a boy.
So qashan o sakakwash.
Sakafano, sakakwash, sakashano, sakakwash. Yeah. Any other questions? Once.
John, do you have a quick one? How do you say sleepy?
Sleepy. Sasa jebachos.
Jebachos. Okay.
No, jebashwa. Jebashwa.
Jebashwa.
Jebashwa. So is. All right. Officially the last question. I will see you guys later this week. Have a wonderful week.
You too.
Thanks.
So.
Bye. Was unsure. Is it was unsure?
Was unsure.
Was unsure.